Hello everybody, in this video I am going to do that but on my other hand, and I'm going to try and film it all for you. I apologise, I have never filmed my own hands before, and yeah, I've had to cut a lot out because it wasn't in focus. So today I am using Naio Nails Aztec copper, which is what I'm putting on the middle finger here, and I'm just doing a light wash of it over because this is going to be a full glitter nail, this one. And then on the little finger I'm doing it's not really an ombre as such, it's more a designed mix of Aztec copper and glitters. The thumb is an ombre glitter, and then the ring finger and the index finger are both going to be in berrylicious. I did this set on my left hand. It went the best I've ever done trying to sculpt on a left hand. I was really impressed. I thought, yes, I am in the zone this morning, off we go. And I was like, press record, let's do my left hand with my right hand, because obviously I'm right-handed, and it all went a little bit wrong. Aztec copper is quite a nice product to use. It's a metallic. It went on fine. There was no issues with that. I was really happy with the glitters as well, which you can see at the moment. I'm just putting the Aztec copper on. The berrylicious, however, yeah, I got to that point, and berrylicious, although it has a metallic shimmer in it, it doesn't go on like a metallic. The ratio for it is different. Now, obviously, when I did my other hand, I knew this, people. I knew this. The minute I pressed record to start doing this hand, everything I knew just went out the window. My brain went completely blank. I tried to talk to you as I recorded this video. Well, it was just a pile of gobbledygook, to be honest. And then I kept going out of shot, so I had to cut out a lot of this video. So in the end, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to mute everything that I did, and I'm going to do a voiceover on it. So this is my first ever voiceover. Let's see how this goes, shall we? So as you can see, I've sped it up because you don't need to watch this in actual painstaking, which it will be in a minute. Wait till we get to the berrylicious. Oh my goodness. So I picked up a small bead of clear, and I've dipped that. This glitter is from the Glitter Fairy, and it is called Honeycombe. And we're just doing a light wash. Yeah, see, sorry, there I go. Out we go. There, I'm back in. Woohoo! We're going to do a light wash of this over the whole nail, as kind of like, it gives it a nice effect underneath a chunky glitter. You always want to have a super fine glitter underneath a chunky glitter. It just gets rid of all the gaps and whatnot. I don't know, it just looked really nice. I just really liked these two glitters together, which when we pick up the other glitter in a minute, hopefully you will agree. So here we go, small bead into my chunky mix, and this is the rose gold from the beautyboxboutique from eBay. And if you have watched my glitter haul video, all three of them, honestly, it's like a 3-part saga, just not as interesting as Twilight, unless of course you like all the sparkly. It does shine like a vampire. Anyway, so I've just done it the full on the middle finger, and I'm now making my design on my little finger. I apologise, my cold has lifted a lot actually, but I'm stuck with this stupid cough, which is really not helpful when you've got to talk. So I'm just about to have a swig of drink while you just watch this part. Okay, so you see, so far so good. It's all going well, but the minute I started this design, from the start of trying to get these tips to stay on, I had a fight with those to start with, which I didn't for the other hand. Not a problem. I don't know why. Other than the fact that I had a break in between doing both hands. Because when you do your own set of nails, it takes longer than when you're doing it yourself when you're doing it on somebody else. Because when you're doing somebody else, when you're waiting for stuff to dry, you're flitting onto the other hand, which you can't really do on yourself. I haven't mastered that ability, and from what I can tell of everybody else's videos, those who are brave enough to show doing their left hand, nobody can achieve this. Your left hand, when I say left hand, I mean doing it left-handed, which is my non-dominant hand. It takes a long time. It normally takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours just to do my left hand. Depending on the intricacy of the design, depends how well it goes. If it's a nice quiet day and I can just chill and just do it. I don't like to rush. I just, I want to get it right, not hurry it along. And I was really, really proud of this set. Normally my thumbs are my nemesis. But look, people, I've got it. I've worked out how to do the thumbs, because when you're doing it on somebody else, their fingers are always facing towards you, so in the perfect angle for this. But your thumbs, have you ever tried to turn your thumb and hold it in the position as though it's facing at you and then try and do something? It's just not easy. And I've also learned when you're doing your left-handed, so when you're using your non-dominant hand, you don't use the brush the same way you do with your dominant hand. When you look at somebody who's right-handed and you look at somebody who's left-handed and watch them write, they don't do it the same way, do they? They just don't, because it just doesn't work. So I've stopped trying to do like a mirror image of myself and just find what works. Now, for most of this, I'm using my size 8 brush because I just wanted smaller beads. I wanted it to be easier. Oh dear, here comes the berrylicious, people. Oh. Even watching this back, I'm like, this is just painful. What I should have done is got my size 10 brush, got a really nice big bead with a much thicker a drier consistency, and put it right at the cuticle and walked it down the nail. Okay, that's what I should have done. But because I'm thinking that this is a metallic, like the Aztec copper, you put them on in a thinner bead, and because they're so pigmented, you don't need a lot. You can just, almost if you like, paint them down the nail. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here, and then I'm starting to realise, as you can tell, that ain't working. So now I'm having to add more and more little beads, trying to improve the colour to get it all the same colour. You'll be pleased to know that once we get past this painful nail, I've figured it out a little bit better for the index finger, but still at this point, it hadn't twigged. In fact, it only twigged when I was watching this video back of going, it's not a metallic. It's not a metallic. It's a completely different ratio than the Aztec copper. I have decided this colour is it hates me. And it's not just this. I bought this same colour, apart from, it wasn't quite as metallic-y, if you like, but exactly the same colour from another company, completely different. It was shocking. Right, I've got the one from Moira is Beautiful Blossom, but it's more of a reddy colour, whereas this was more of a browny red, if that makes sense, and that's what I wanted. So here we go on the index finger. Now this is an ombre, this one. So I'm putting the darker colour at the tip, which is kind of opposite to what I did on the other hand. But generally, I like the darker colour at the tip with the lighter colour at the cuticle. And you're going to watch Aztec copy. This blends beautifully. And because, great, Shona, you're out of shot again. Wonderful. It does actually blend beautifully. Yeah, here we go. Oh, we might be in luck. Here we go. We can see half of it. Like I said, if I was using a different powder, I would have done it in a 3 bead. So I would have done my first bead but I didn't. For this one, I didn't need to. So here we go. I've filed it, I've capped it. Capping was an absolute disaster, so none of that video has survived, I'm afraid. But here's the best part, people. Here is the beautiful top coat. Now you're going to notice in a minute that my index finger is different. This is because I knocked a pot of glitter over whilst my finger was still wet. So in true saviour style, I made a cuff out of glitter. And then I put a load of caviar beads round it. And none of that was in shot. I mean, none of it. So at the end of this video, I have put you a nice picture of what my index finger looks like. I am doing a full set of crystals on my ring finger, which I'm going to video separately. And there will be a separate video to show that because crystal placement is very long-winded. And this wouldn't all fit in the same video. So I thought, well, might as well do it separately. Oh, look at the shiny. Look at it. It's just beautiful. Really, really love this mix of colours. Autumn is just my favourite. It really is. I just love it. So there you can see my index finger there. And here we go. Here is the shot of my index finger. Thanks for watching. Bye.